Hello everyone, welcome back to Airport CEO. So the last episode we went ahead and got, we got some stuff done, we got the franchising stuff and the other, the franchise tutorial and the aircraft and airline done. This episode we're going to focus on the conveyor belt system. And I've been playing around with it, and I think we're going to be good. I think this is going to be a very in-depth tutorial, basically, on how to get this set up. It's definitely really complicated. I've been playing the game for about 2-3 hours trying to get it all figured out, and yeah, it's definitely going to be a challenge. We're still actually waiting for the procurement to be done. Let's see, economy, procurement. Pardon me. We've still got about 3 hours left, game time wise, in order for that to be taken care of. So the game has gone through a couple of updates, and I want to touch base on a couple things. So it actually gives us if something is not connected to the service road like it should be, which in this case it is not right now, and this is not connected up to the road either. So what I need to make sure that I do is, so I wasn't aware that this had to actually be 2 lanes. I figured, one road, we're fine. No, not so much. So we need to make sure that we actually have 2 lanes available to us. Now this is technically going to be a 3rd lane for right here, but I don't want anything to get all bunched up and stuff like that, so we'll just add that one on there. Now, the other thing, though, too, is that since I have to have the road go this way, I kind of need to demolish that. So let's go into structures, we'll go into foundation bulldozer, and we'll go ahead and get rid of that piece of it. And then we'll build a wall, connect that down to there. And then once all of that gets out of there, we'll be able to go into our service roads, concrete, and then we'll have that connect up to there. Now the other thing though too is that the service road we also want to have connect up to right here, mostly because you see the lanes that are going here, right? Well, this is going to be how stuff goes from the baggage claim area into all of these stands or gates, whatever you want to call them. They call them stands in here, but they're technically gates. So anyway, yeah. So we need to make sure that this road is fully connected. I'm not sure if it'll work on the tarmac or not. I think the tarmac is just kind of like there. But what we can't do is we can't build a service road on top of a tarmac. So we actually have to go in and we have to bulldoze the tarmac, and we'll have to then add the service road on once that's bulldozed. So we'll have to just wait for that to be done. There we go. Okay. So we'll build that in there. Now, the traffic here is going to work out a little bit easier now, thankfully. Now, I believe, let's see, that just finished. Now, what they did do in the couple of updates that they did, we have an update here. So instead of it being tutorial, or instead of it being manual, it's now tutorial, which fits a lot better because that's pretty much what it is. So if we go into the conveyor belt system, it says that we need to procure the conveyor belt system, which we have done. So now we need to construct the conveyor belt system. This is where it's going to get a little bit complicated, because this conveyor belt system is not easy. It's just not. So the things that we are going to need, we need a check-in desk, we need a cargo bay, conveyor belts, and we need aircraft stands for it to be delivered to. Now, let's take a look at the aircraft stands first, okay? So each aircraft stand is going to have a boarding desk that goes along with it. So first we need to make sure that we have boarding desks for all of these. So we'll put one there for that one, and then we'll put another one over here for this one. Now, once those get built in, you'll have to select your boarding desk and then connect it to the stand. And the reason for that is it's going to come into play a little bit later on. It took me a while to figure it out, but I got it figured out. So, what we're going to do next while that's going is that we are going to need to do, let's see, if we go into items, we go down here. Here we have our baggage items now that we've unlocked the baggage stuff. So we're going to click on a baggage bay. Now, as you can see with the baggage bay, we do not have, well, we need to make sure we have enough room around it to have some stuff going on, right? So when you look at this part of it in here, you can see how there's service roads around it, okay? So that's what we need to make sure of. We need to make sure we have enough room to have service roads around this thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put this, let's say like right here, because that's going to give us enough room on both sides to put the service road. And then I actually need to take, actually no, that's not where I want that to go. Get rid of that. I need it to come back one. So the baggage bay needs to actually go like right here. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, I want the baggage bay to go there. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into here and I'm going to demolish that wall. And then we're going to take our service road and we'll have it go all the way around. And we'll have it come all the way around to here. And then I'm going to have it go and connect right here. Once that goes away. There we go. So now the baggage bay is connected to this service road, so it will be able to connect to this and that and those. The other thing that we need to do also is we need to make sure it's not in the instructions, it's not in here. But we also need to make sure that we have, for our structures, we have a vehicle depot. You gotta have that in here. They don't have it listed in here, but we need to have it. So the next step in the tutorial is going to be, so we have the baggage bay, and we have to have, so we have the check-in desk, and with the check-in desk we can connect it to the baggage bay once it's in there. Which, that's actually a little bit later on. It's the next step. I'm getting too far ahead of myself. So we actually need to connect it via the conveyor belts is what we need to do first. So if you go into items, and then we'll go down to baggage items and we will look at our belts. And our belts, we have two different ones. We have above ground and we have underground. So we'll select the above ground for right now. And we will continue that on to about here. Now the one thing that you have to keep in mind is that even though you have an underground belt, you can't have an underground belt go under the above ground belt. The system will not, the game will not let you do it. It just won't. It is a design in the game, and you can't do it. So what we'll do is we'll have it go underground to about here, and then above ground to here, and then rotate this and have it go that way and connect up there. So then what I want to do is this exit point here is then going to come out and go to the baggage claim area. Which baggage claim, since our exit is right here, I actually need to remove that wall real quick. Okay. So since the exit is right here, we want baggage claim to be over here, right? So let's go into our areas, go to baggage claim, and then we're going to select an area, I don't know, let's just do a 14 by 14. We'll do that. So we're going to do something kind of simple. Let's do, let's see, items. See, this is the thing about that. You got to be real careful about how you're going into this here. Let's see, above ground, baggage. I think we'll have it go to there, and then just kind of circle it around just like that. And then we'll do our underground, and we'll have it connect up there like that, and then connect to there like that. Underground, just have it come straight across, Ooh, that's actually going to work out really perfectly. So just like that, that's going to be underground the entire way. And then I want this to be an above ground that goes downward like that. So it'll go down and then turn right away and come all the way down here to there. So we'll get that built up. Oh, and I'm going to tell you right now, it took me, I don't know, it probably took me about, like I said, I worked on this for about 3 hours, well, 2 to 3 hours, really about 3 hours, closer to 3, just trying to figure out this whole entire setup, really. I mean, it was awful. It was really bad. I'm like, what is going on? And the biggest problem with it was that all of these instructions that I'm giving you are not really in here. You know, this gives you the bare basics of it, but I have found out more information that I'm going to give to you guys. So hopefully this helps you out in what you need to do. Alright, so the current belt system that we have in here, it's not going to be completely done until, it won't show completed until everything is built here. And the downfall with this too is that this conveyor system is actually really expensive. It's very expensive to do. Alright, so we should be done with this now. Okay, yeah, so we're done with that. And then now we need to make sure that all of this is connected up, right? So it's showing that we need to verify that the flight check-in desks are connected to the cargo bay, the aircraft stands are connected to the cargo bay, and the baggage claim is connected to the cargo bay, right? Easier said than done. With this, so you'll go into your check-in desk and then connect it to the baggage bay. Once it highlights green, you can click on the baggage bay and you're good to go. Connect to the baggage bay here. You'll click your baggage claim area and then connect that as well. Now, the one thing that I found out is, let's see, if we open the stand. All right. So here's what you have to do. Actually, I don't even know if I can open the stand. Yep, I don't have to actually open the stand. So as long as your, oh, what is that? That is your boarding desk. Oh my gosh. Okay, so your boarding desk needs to be connected to your stand. And then once that is done, you can activate the commercial flights, and you can't click on the plane itself. You have to click off to the side in order for it to do that. So then it's going to ask you to connect the baggage bay. So we'll connect it to this baggage bay over here. Okay. Now, the security connection is fine. And then this can accept commercial flights. Now, if you were to try and open for commercial flights here, it'll say you need to attach a boarding desk. So you can't do anything until you connect your boarding desk to your stand. So then we open that up and then connect the baggage bay over to here. Same with this one. We will connect that to the stand, open that up, and connect our baggage bay there. Now I need to get this this in here. Let's see, infrastructure, taxiway foundation. Let's go ahead and do asphalt, and we'll have that come all the way down here, just like that. So we're good there. And then we need the taxiway node to come all the way down. And then we are good there, so all of that is connected up. Okay, that's still not showing complete yet. Still showing in progress. I think we do have everything connected up, though. See, here we are like 15 minutes into this episode right now, and I'm telling you, it took me about an hour to figure all of this out. It's not easy. And part of it's because, you know, in the actual manual itself, it doesn't tell you specifically that you have to connect these up. I don't know why that's showing that it's closed. I don't know what's going on there, but okay. So it doesn't specifically say in the tutorial that you need to connect this to that. It's just kind of trial and error with some of this on how to actually play this game. You know, the tutorial doesn't give you, it's not an in-depth tutorial, it's just very bare basics of it. So anyway, we should be... Okay, all of this is connected up. I don't know why it's being like this. Well, in the meantime, here's what we're going to do. While we're trying to get that figured out, we're going to go ahead and get a couple of service vehicles. We'll go ahead and get a couple of fuel trucks, and we'll get a couple of these crafter service trucks. We'll get 2 of those. And then that's basically, these are basically for our baggage handling. Now down here, we need to also get the conveyor belt tilt tray, and then the generic bag scanner. Now you can do more than one of these at a time, thankfully. And the reason why I'm doing these now instead of waiting until we get into the tutorial part of it is because, look, they take 6 hours or 6 game hours each to get done. So we kind of want to get those done now. So let's go back into the tutorial and, okay, so we're still having problems here. Why are we still having problems? Let's see. Go back out and go back in. Alright, so I'm wondering if we have to open... We probably have to open all of these up. And then we probably have to activate that, right? Maybe. Yep. So you gotta make sure that everything is open and you activate your baggage scanner. Or your cargo bay. Cargo bay, that's what it is. Alright, now we need to go into operations, and we have to go through and ensure that baggage handling system is enabled. So activate all objects. See, this is the thing. This part is down here and it says activate all objects, but it really should be up in this part instead of this part, because this unlocked after we activated. But anyway. So activate all objects, hire ramp agents to work in the cargo bay, procure enough service trucks, which we're already doing, and then enable baggage handling in the operations panel. So we need to go into our staff here, and we need to look at applicants, and we're going to look at ramp agents. So with the ramp agents, you know, you have salary expectations and stuff like that. You know, we could go in and take a look at these in depth, but I myself am not going to do that. You know, there was a comment made on the last episode. Oh, let's see, what was it? We have, let me pull that up real quick. So Gordon said, I think you should hire people based on experience and traits rather than just salary. I would not hire security randomly. Well, I completely agree. I get it. And, you know, we will look at that stuff a little bit later on. For right now, we're gonna hire people, and that way we can get them in here. Now, the one thing that I've also noticed too is that stuff wasn't working properly for me for some reason, and that was mostly due to it was mostly due to the fact that I didn't have enough people hired, but the game didn't tell me that I didn't have enough people, so I didn't understand what was going on until I actually figured it out. Now, I'm wondering... I don't know why this is doing that. I'm wondering if I need to have... What if I demolish that wall and demolish that wall? And if I put another service road in there and there. Wonder if that's gonna help clear that up. Maybe it will. Alright, do we have the economy? Do we have the procurement done on these items? Yes, we are done. And I'm gonna go ahead and unlock the specific baggage scanner as well, just because it's gonna tell us to do it. So now what we need to do is we have to go in to the operations. overview. And if you try and hit baggage handling system right away, it's going to tell you baggage handling requires ramp agent service round. So basically what that means is you have to turn ramp agent on first, and then you can turn baggage handling system on as well. Again, something it doesn't tell you in the tutorial, but I'm letting you know. That's what you need to do. So again, when you go into operations and overview, make sure you click on ramp agent service, make sure that's turned on first, and then you can do your baggage handling system. So next in the tutorial, we actually already have the tilt tray completed on the research of that. So first we're going to go ahead and get the tilt tray built in here. I really don't want to do a whole lot with that just because, I mean, you kind of have to spend money, and you're kind of wasting money a little bit when you're going in and starting this stuff, when you're doing this stuff. So what I want to do for right now is I kind of want to just take out... go down here to our baggage belts. When you hover over it, then that's where your tilt tray is going to be. So first I want to take out one of those. And then once I take that out, I'm actually going to build a tilt tray in here. Now what you can do is you can put the tilt tray in and have it come off to the right and then off to the left and kind of meet like back right in here. You know, to kind of help with, basically helps with, you know, overcrowding or, you know, stuff getting onto the belt that, or backups on the belt and everything. It will help with that. And it'll help, you know, put it into different areas as well. Alright, so we are done with that. That is completed. And then what you can also do is it says you can right click on it, which you can. And this says destination forward to the left, forward to the right, or left and right. You know, you can have it go in either direction. So if we do left and right, then it would put it off to the left and off to the right, and it would go into its respective areas. Or you can go to destination. You can go forward and right, forward and left, you know, however you want it to go. So if we just do left and right, I don't know if it's actually going to do anything right now. Say completed, in progress. So tilt tray will not divert any bags. Let's see. As you can see, great uses of diverting the bags. Please note that the tray by default when built is set to destination. Also, tilt trays cannot currently be built underground. Which, you know, kind of stinks, but it's alright. So I think what we'll do for now is, I mean, kind of, we'll do what the scenario wants us to do here. We'll get rid of that, and then we'll build this to here like this. Like that. So basically it will go left and right, it'll go in those two directions, meet back up here, and then continue on that way, is what it'll do. So that completes it. And then we've already researched, so this tells you to procure a conveyor belt system, but the actual name of it is different. This is the generic bag scanner and specific bag scanner. So there's a little bit of difference in the tutorial compared to what you're actually selecting. So just remember, the conveyor belt system is actually the scanners that you're going to be doing. And now we are going to be constructing all of that. Okay, it's the last step that we have here in the conveyor belt system. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to bulldoze all of this. Again, it wasted our money doing it, but we have to get rid of all of it. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, So we have to have, this will go into a bag scanner. And my dog is barking, and I do apologize if you can hear her in the background. So this is actually going to, we'll have it come in this way. We'll put the bag scanner here. And then we'll have the belt go in like that. If it's fine, it will come out and continue on. If it's not fine, it will come out here and then continue on up this way. And that's going to be the first check that it goes through. Then it's going to go through a second check. So if it gets to this point, what it's going to do is, I actually want this to go up like one more. Actually, I'll have it go up like two more. Yeah, we'll have it go to there. Oh, come on. There we go. Alright, so that's going to go into there. If it's not fine, it's actually going to go to the bag destroyer, and it'll get eaten up. There's going to be something that's in there that, actually, hang on, no it's not. No, it's not. I did not realize that that was $75,000. That is why this conveyor system is so expensive. Let's see, operations overview, no, economy, procurement. Do we not have something unlocked yet? No, baggage scanning station, so we need that. So the baggage scanning station is your airport's last line of defense against baggage contraband. This unlockable item will operate by security staffer, who will carefully screen any kind of suspicious baggage. Okay. So once we get that unlocked, we'll be able to do more with that. And then, let's see. So we'll fast forward the game here. We'll get that done. See, we're losing so much money. It's awful. Alright, so if we go into items, we have the specific bag scanner, we have generic bag scanner. That's going to continue on. And then once we get this other one unlocked, which, where are we at with that? So we have 4 hours left on that. Okay. So if it's not good, it'll come in to this one. If it's not good, it'll then come into the other one. Not entirely sure how I'm going to build that one up yet. But if it's good to go, then we'll take that, and we'll go out to there, I think. Yeah. And then that'll connect straight up. If it comes through here and it ends up being fine, then it'll come out, and then it will go on to there. Okay. Pardon me. Alright, so waiting on the procurement of this. Are we almost done? We have 55 minutes left to go, so just about there. So yeah, this episode's going to be a little bit longer, but, you know, at least you're getting all the information that you need on how to build this. Again, it takes a while, and it takes a lot of money, too. We are down to $287,000, which is not good for our pocket right now. Alright, so that is now unlocked. So we're going to go over to here, and we are going to look at, so our third station ID, and it will come in, let's see, it's going to come in this way. Okay, yeah, this is perfect. So we'll put it here, which means that it's going to come in this way. And then if it's bad, it is going to come out there, and it's going to go into the destroyer, which is going to go there. Make sure that that's right. Yeah. So above ground, so it'll go right into there. Now if it's good, it will come out and then go on to where it needs to go in its destination. Oh boy. So that was difficult. That is definitely a lot of work. Now the person that's assigned to here, I'm not entirely sure if... Let's see. Let's go down here. Let's look at this. Okay. Let's see. Lastly, you'll have a baggage scanning station operated by a security employee. Okay, so security employee needs to be hired for that. So, employees, let's see, staff, applicants. Let's go ahead and hire a couple more ramp agents, and then I want security. Hire just a couple more of them. I think I've got 4 here. Hired a couple more security guys to go over there. Okay, so security guy needs to be assigned to that one, and I think another... Nope, just one security guy assigned to that one, so we're good there. Alright. Nice. So that is how you set that up. So just making sure you have all your checks and balances done and everything, and we should be good. We should be alright. Like I said, baggage system in this is probably the most complicated part of it. Now, the next episode, let me look at contracts. We still don't have any airline contracts in here yet, and I don't know why. Not entirely sure why that's not in there. And we are completed with everything. So if we go into our tutorials, everything is done. Everything's completed. We're all done. Alright, so that, you know what, we're just going to leave it there. We will look into, you know, getting some flights, getting fuel, getting all of that fun stuff taken care of in the next episode. So any comments or questions that you might have, please put them down below in regards to our baggage area, or any suggestions that you might have, please put them down below as well. But that is all I have for you guys today. Next episode will come out on Monday if you are watching this today as I put it on. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Subscribe down below. So thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time.